Yeah, Dina, you want to go see this part right here, the blue dot right there, because we live close to it. It's half an hour away. And a long, long time ago, on the very first, this looks like a snake, but it's called the serpent. And a serpent is a kind of snake. But what they put in this snake is dead bodies. So when you would dig in it, there would be dead bodies. And then they started making them bigger for houses. But what's weird about when they put houses up there for priests is that when the man died, they would kill the rest of the family and put them in the same. But if it was the girl, they would keep the family alive. It was only the boy. And here's a little picture of what how mud have looked like. And that's the mound. And see, that's where the priest would be. And see, it looks like right here they're putting shells, here they're doing pottery, and here they're doing corns, maybe. That's me and my dad in front of one of the houses. Now, I have a question. Would the rain go through if there was sticks sewed together, would the rain go through it?
Yes. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Who said yes? Because yes was right, because the rain can go through. So what they put, there's two things to get the rain out. They put mud on, and also they put this long, long grass on to kind of make the rain kind of slide off, like a slide for it rain. And tools. Tools here are like bow and arrows, needles, arrowheads, and arrowhead. Pass it around, please. And they love jewelry. What do you think a shell is used for? What do you think a shell is used for? Close. It's used for spoons. There's four things. Spoons. That's one.
Knives.
Bracelets. So it's jewelry.
Knives.
Earrings. It can be any kind of jewelry. And it can be used for a spoon and to dig dirt. So a lot that this can be used for. And we saw this at the museum.
What?
Where's the arrowhead?
She has it. What else? Oh, yes,
That's it.
And I'm going to tell you how to make a canoe. How to make a canoe is you take a long tree and you would kind of burn it to kind of get a nice hole in it, so then you can sit in it. But if you burn it, there'll be a hole in it. So you have to take watch of it. If you made a silly mistake like that, you would have to start over. And you barely have any tools here. This is all the tools that they had. This was to scoop. This is a needle from a fish bone. And this is used for a hammer. And this can kind of dig in the ground if you need it. And they love jewelry. And I'm going to tell you their diet. Their diet was mostly corn and squash, pumpkins, sunflower seeds, and if they were lucky, they would find these wild nuts and berries, if they were lucky. And when we went there, we saw a bunch of those. We saw about more than 10. They're all over. So And they needed fat because all this is junk. It's all not good for you. So they needed some fat. Couldn't really crack it open. And first of all, it'll very huge. So if you're lucky, you could find those. And if you're lucky, you could kill an animal with an arrowhead. Now, what's funny about an arrowhead is that if you hit it like here, it will hurt the animal, but won't kill the animal. But if you hit it here, it's not really protected here, so if you hit it here, the animal will die. If you're lucky, you can hit it. So that's why I would say they would normally not do that. But if they wanted meat, this is the only way they can get their meat, out of fish. I'm going to tell you how they get fish in an easier way. That's my brother and I standing by the fish dam. Now, this fish dam, the Indian fish dam, is 500 years old. It's older than America. And if you look closely, do you see that black part?
Yeah.
Yeah. That black part is where, did you kind of see where it is a V? The V shape? Well, it's not connected. If it's connected, the fish won't be able to come, so then they won't be able to catch it. So they have a little hole in, and then the fishermen will have a basket, and only the water can go through, but the big fish will get stuck. So that's how they would catch their fish. But what's cool about that is that they had to do it with heavy things. If they did it with a leaf, it all would go away. But it's older than America. That's really interesting because it's 500 years old. This is my brother and I running to one of the mounds. And
Indian mounds?
Indian mounds. And what do you think would happen if would the dirt go up when it rains, or would the dirt slide off when it rains?
Slide off.
Yes, that's right. But these things used to be as big as a pyramid. Except that they don't have that tippy part. They have a flat.
Okay.
But all that rain kept slashing it all off, so now it's a little bit smaller. It keeps going a little smaller, smaller. Snake thing, they did a long time ago. This is like the new thing that they did.
I did.
And here it was a beautiful day, and that's us jumping up and down on one of the mounds. And that's my brother picking flowers. Oh. And I did a report on them. Right here. Any questions? What, Dan? What, your Dan? What, Dan?
When did you go in? How long did you
For 1 hour.
Uh-huh.
An hour. Because it was only open for an hour because we got there a little late. What, Nick?
How did you get that arrowhead thing?
Oh, we got it at a store. No, for one thing, this is not a real arrowhead. Somebody made it from crystal. Crystal. Oh, hey, let me
Have you ever seen one of those creatures before?
What creatures? What creatures, yeah.
Those little bugs.
Yeah, we saw a bunch of bugs there.